Political infighting had diverted the union leaders from their main objective, to organize the last holdout among the big three, to bring into the union the more than 90,000 workers at the giant River Rouge Ford plant.
Don't forget that one of the main reasons that they had to organize Ford is because General Motors and Chrysler told them, if you don't organize Ford, don't sit back at the table to us to get a contract, because this man will sell cars cheap and bust us while we're trying to live up to your standards. So they had to come in and organize.
The attempt to organize Ford would lead to a shocking racial incident. Ford had hired more blacks than any other automaker, and had gained their loyalty by giving money to black causes and by being seen with black heroes.
But all the time, under all of this, the average black who worked in the foundry, and they were dying at the age of 45 and 50 of tuberculosis, pneumonia, and what have you. What a price to pay so that this could be seen.
Despite their working conditions, the blacks remained loyal to Ford. At least at Ford, they had jobs. But black union organizers set out to convince them that they would benefit by joining the union.
We organized a huge committee, and they hit the streets, and they went into bars, and they went into homes, which was one of the biggest moves of blacks to counteract a situation and call for a unity with whites that I've ever seen, and it won.
Harry Bennett underestimated the strength of an integrated union. On April 1st, 1941, he fired 8 union organizers, and to his astonishment, 1,500 men stopped working. The protests spread. Suddenly, the River Rouge plant was paralyzed. Within hours, it was surrounded by a barricade of cars and a picket line of 10,000 workers. Most of the black workers had walked out with the union, but some, recently hired by Bennett, were still inside the plant.
The rest of the blacks who were in the plant were Ford workers who didn't come out because they were afraid to come out. And they weren't strikebreakers. They were just a bunch of scared people who didn't know what would happen to them if they hit that picket line.
Guaranteed safety, the blacks gradually came out and joined the union. Bennett's attempt to drive a wedge between the blacks and whites had failed, and Henry Ford was forced finally to deal with the UAW.